Patrick, can you hear me?
Hello folks, and welcome to LivePlaySports.tv's afternoon coverage of the Southwest Futures All-Star Series. We're at game number 2 in a 4-game weekend event. 2 today, 2 tomorrow. We're at Cal State University Northridge. First pitch of this 4 o'clock start. Out there in the field in the royal blue, you see the East team. At bat is the West in the navy. I'm Patrick O'Sullivan with your play-by-play. Early 1-1 count. On the mound for the East, number 4. You are looking at Patrick Collins from Chaminade. The Mission League Pitcher of the Year. One of the most competitive leagues in an already competitive Southern California baseball region. And Collins takes a little off that one for strike number 3. That was Connor Longry he set down for Santa Margarita. Second batter up for the West. It's their catcher, number 3, Scott Sheehan of Thousand Oaks High. And Collins strikes out a second batter. He's 2 for 2. Collins working the inside. Collins hitting his spots early. Looks like he's just lofting it over there, but he's getting good movement on those pitches. And there's a grounder to short, charging and making the play for out number 3 is Baldovino, the shortstop for the East. So quick work by Patrick Collins. See your replay. It's number 13. Matthew Attino with the grounder to end the top half of the first inning. There you see warming up is the starting pitcher for the West. That's Josh Swales on the mound from Heritage Christian High, the class of 2020. And starting off, the top of the lineup for the East in the royal blue, left-handed batter, number 10, Cole Kitchen from El Camino Real Charter High. Big swing and a miss as Swales looks to get into a groove. One and two count to the leadoff man. In our opening game here today, the North with a come-from-behind victory over the South, 3-2. Literally a walk-off win in the bottom of the ninth inning as the bases were loaded and the winning run was walked in. We will play 9 innings today as compared to the usual 7 innings we see at the high school level. And there's a called third strike as Kitchen goes down. That'll bring up number 6, the third baseman from Calabasas High, Michael Oddman. And I believe he was hit as he'll take a base. So just like that, Nathan Church is your batter. Number 11. Center fielder, a UC Irvine commit, and also a member of the newly crowned CIF Southern Section Division I champions of El Toro High. They accomplished that feat largely through the efforts of their standout pitcher Jake Jackson, who's committed to play his college ball at the University of Nevada, Reno. Such a thrill for these players to capture that championship on the field at Dodger Stadium just a week ago. Wide open stance, he has that foot locked in towards the right field line, but then as the pitch is delivered, you see Church kind of shift his weight more straight away. Runner on first. 3-1 hitters count coming up. We'll see a steady diet of pitchers this afternoon as coaches will try to showcase as many of these young men on the mound as possible, with some scouts in the stands from the college and major league levels. That one's fouled off. We're at Matador Field. See that big CSUN Matadors logo behind home plate. Checking the runner at first. Nothing doing. Not a lot of hard hit balls in game number 1 today. Really more of a pitcher's duel. And a lot of that I think was a product of these hitters swinging away. It's a fast moving game. Runners were aggressive on the base paths. Maybe being I'll say probably being a little less selective with the type of pitches they're seeing at the plate today, and a bit of a more of a green light as the roller. They get the runner at second and first. That's the inning. Let's take a look at that replay so we can figure what happened out there. So, kind of a low chopper. First baseman gets it over to second, and then the runner's interference for the out of first there you see as he kind of barreled over the force out at second. That's number 6, Michael Oddman. So pretty unique double play, don't see that too often. Usually instructed to slide in that situation. And Collins, after that 1-2-3 first inning that included 2 strikeouts, comes back on the mound. I did get to see a bit of him this year as we cover Mission League games for Notre Dame Sherman Oaks, Chaminade, one of their rivals. They finished 3rd in that league, which is no small feat. They did qualify for those Division I playoffs. And he's got his teammate out there with him today. Cole Reven-Spies, also on the squad. But now up to bat for the Navy, the West, with a pop-up to first. Tamkin grabbing it for the East. Batter was number 9, Alex Muller of Thousand Oaks. East team coach, Ventura College pitching and catching coach Jimmy Walker. West team coach, Thousand Oaks baseball coach Jack Wilson. Jack Wilson, also 12-year Major League veteran, 2004 All-Star shortstop, longtime Pittsburgh Pirate. Ball stays in front of the catcher. Number 11, Calvin Koo, another Mission League player from Harvard Westlake. They were the 2nd place team in that division, in that league as well, and they did qualify for the D1 playoffs too. Notre Dame took the league title for Coach Tom Dill in his 25th season this year. Koo starting at 3rd base this afternoon. These players very familiar with each other, faced each other before in league play. Collins, looked like he had more of an extension on that one. I don't know what kind of pitch that was. Let's take a look at his delivery. That ball, a great drop on it at the end, sets down Koo. So already 3 strikeouts for Patrick Collins. And Koo almost looked like he knows Collins. He knows he throws that stuff, but it's still hard to hit. Number 12, first baseman Kevin Olmos of Birmingham. They were the City Section Division I champions this season, as Swing and a miss, but the ball gets away. This will be a close play at first, but they get him. So record that another strikeout for Collins, as he has 4 through 2 innings. See the ball get away, but a nice play by the catcher. Number 18, Tyler Ray from Malibu High for the 3rd out of the inning. Scoreless through 1.5. As Swales remains on the mound. Unlike regular games, these coaches have a plan to how long they're going to pitch each of these pitchers in order to showcase as many talents as possible, which is really what this series is all about. And Swales set to face the East designated hitter, number 21, Jaden Fain of Royal High School, a San Diego State commit. Here comes the pitch. Strike 1. Fain, a .250 hitter this year. He did go yard once with 21 RBIs, productive in the RBI department. And a nice play by the shortstop, as it looked like the sun hit the field about the same time the bounce did. And we saw this in the first game too. It's a very bouncy shortstop area here at CSUN. A lot of high hops. Got to be skilled to play that position on this field, or any field for that matter, but just one of the idiosyncrasies that this ballpark seems to have. That's Matthew Atino out at short, a Fresno State commit. So some of these players looking to get noticed by schools, some so earlier in their careers they're on the radars of schools, but no commitments yet. And there's another strikeout, and some already giving their verbal agreements to some very impressive Division I programs. And a pop-up. Down goes number 3, Baldovino. Another quick inning. So these pitchers, who both may be done for the day, we're looking at usually 2 innings of work for the starters, and neither giving up a run. Headed to the top of the 3rd. Today's game brought to you by Field Level, the recruiting network. Also by J-Dub. J-Dub makes high-quality hats and bats, bags and backpacks. They provided the hats you see out there on the field today. and Marucci. Marucci, a leading bat and apparel company. This is a wood bat event. Marucci, also the makers of today's jerseys. And those jerseys do look great on the field. Look at that royal blue. Almost looks like the Dodgers out there. Also brought to you by Sports Academy, a full training campus in Thousand Oaks for every sport, every aspect of every sport. They've got programs in strength, mindset development, recovery, and medical services. That's Sports Academy out in Thousand Oaks. And strong representation from the team at Thousand Oaks High today, as the coach, Jack Wilson, is the coach at that school on the west. And there are 5 players from Thousand Oaks High on that west team you see in the Navy. So the new pitcher indeed for the East is number 13, Pearson Ohl from Grace Brethren High. And a sharply hit ball into left field for a base hit. That was John Tincher from Birmingham High. And here's the DH, number 7, Ryan Turner, one of those Thousand Oaks players. I think that ball deflected off a glove from the third baseman, but it was a hard hit ball, one of the hardest hit we've seen in either of these games thus far. It's 325 down the lines here, 360 to the alleys, and 390 feet to center field. Turner listed as a catcher and third baseman. In the rosters provided, we have position 1 and position 2, so these players hopefully getting a chance to showcase what they can do in the field at a couple of different positions, whether that's 2 field positions or a couple of combos like pitcher and first baseman, pitcher and outfielder. There's a bouncer trying to stay with it as a third baseman, and on a bounce again on the throw to first, and now runners are circling. They will wind up at second and third. So Turner put the ball in play and winds up on second base. Let's take a look at this. That's the third baseman, Michael Ogman, trying to make the throw over to Tamkin at first. But instead, they find themselves in a tough situation. Runners on second and third with nobody out. Catcher and pitcher will talk things over. And that time over to first, they make the play at home. They get that lead runner. So there's a valuable out. Kissick putting that one in play. And that time, Tamkin was able to go home. And get Tincher at the plate with the tag by Tyler Ray. Runners on the corners, one out. And finding the hole on the right side of the infield, a nice piece of hitting for the RBI single in the first run of the game. Number 6, Jacob Wilson, another Thousand Oaks High player, delivers. Ball also misplayed by the right fielder. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Popped up. Shortstop makes the grab. That's Baldovino. Gabriel Baldovino from Camarillo High School. A junior this past year. Sheehan swings, and that's another pop-up. And the East gets out number 3. Given the circumstances, you'll take coming out of that with 1 run. So a bit of a rocky inning, really, with that misplay at third. They got themselves into some trouble. But it's the West 1, the East 0. So it looks like Swales will take the mound for a 3rd inning of work. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Swales. We've seen a lot of choppers in both these games thus far, and that throw over the head of the first baseman. So number 9 for the West, Alex Muller of Thousand Oaks. Over almost his head at first. Runner Tamkin winds up on second. I think I've seen enough of play today where the players on the left side of the infield finding a bit of an adjustment. The ball just has a certain bounce off the grass and the dirt here. I don't know if that's a consistent thing or It's a bit of a unique overcast weather conditions. But we've seen some high bounces, some interesting throws to first base. Swales checks the runner. Fouled off. It's number 5, Kai Tinker up there. 326 hitter this year for Grace Brethren. They lost, but made it to the CIF Southern Section Division IV final. I think that game was played at UC Riverside. Tinker facing a 2-2 count against Swales in his 3rd inning of work. Runner on second. Swales, a freshman out there. A lot of high school career left, and a nice hit into the gap in left center as the runner from second will score. And for the East, it's a stand-up double for Kai Tinker. And it's now a tie ball game. Kai delivering the tie. One to one, bottom of the 3rd. Runner in scoring position for number 2, Cole Riebenspies from Chaminade High, another player I got a chance to see this year. Cole's got some quickness, 15 stolen bases. And Cole lifts one, and it does drop. Boy, that ball looked a little explosive off the bat, and then it really only traveled to the beginning of the right field area. But sometimes it's all about placement. He had fielders over there crossing each other, and it drops in there. Or I think what would be scored a single. Runners at the corners, Riebenspies getting on base. And a meeting on the mound as they head back to the top of the order. But it will be a new hitter in the form of number 16, Eric Tolman of El Toro, a first-team South Coast League selection, a member of the D1 Southern Section champions. A really nice RBI opportunity here. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter. But he pops one up to the foul 3rd base area and making the grab for the West. Number 9, Alex Muller of Thousand Oaks. Now we go top of the order. So number 10, Cole Kitchen, who struck out his first time up. I think what that is in this Southwest Futures All-Star Series, they also have a rule where you can have an extra hitter in the lineup. And an errant throw to second. And another one past third, so the Inventors continue in the field as a run scores for the Royal Blue East squad, giving them a 2-1 lead. And moving all the way to third base is SWFASS. Tinker scores. As from behind the plate, and that ball is that's a hit by pitch, so the runner cannot advance from third. Michael Oddman. So it was Sheehan with that wide throw, very wide of the bag at second. Maybe just going to the mound to settle things down, break a bit of a frenetic energy out there right now. Runners at the corners again, 1 out. Swales with a strike. That ball to third, to second, to first for a fantastic double play to end the inning. So the West squad making up for some of that errant defense with a great play to stop any further damage. 2-1 lead for the East. So we head to the top of the fourth. So many hopefuls out there in the field today. Major League Baseball draft is this Monday through Wednesday. Yes, it's 3 days long, folks. A lot of rounds, and why not? There's been so many players over the years picked late rounds who went on to become all-stars, even, I believe, some Hall of Famers. We are in one of the best regions in the United States for high school baseball. Part of it is that beautiful weather. This is probably one of the worst days you'll have, and it's great. Look at this, slightly overcast. Oh, we're so spoiled here in Southern California. But this weather does allow these players to play the game of baseball year-round, and that's part of the reason for the success of the area year after year, turning out future pros and college players. Number 13 versus number 13 to start the top of the fourth. Pearson Ole still on the mound. What a double threat he was this year for Grace Brethren. 5-0 and a 2.19 ERA. He gets the fly out on Matthew Attino. Ole also Swinging right away, fair ball down the left field line. Alex Muller with a base hit. Aggressive hitting by Muller. Facing a quality pitcher out there in Ole. Ole's got an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. See the replay. Passed the dive and took another jump off that field. Hard to gauge when you're a fielder out there. Number 11, Calvin Koo of Harvard Westlake. So mentioning the efforts of Ole again, he also at the plate this season, a .356 hitter. Pitched great in the Southern Section title game for Grace Brethren. Game they lost in extra innings. He was also 3 for 4 at the plate in that game. Pearson Ole. He's one of 6 siblings. Actually 7. He has 6 siblings. So he's one of 7 kids. Checks on the runner at first. 1-2 count, top of the 4th. 2-1 lead for the East. Koo, grounder, the 3rd. Moves the runner to 2nd. See the replay. Koo taking some deep breaths as he hustles down the first base line, but to no avail. Big swing by the left-handed hitter, number 12, Kevin Olmos of Birmingham. Sophomore this past season. Struck out his first time up. Flies it to center. And running to his right to make the grab. And in the inning for the West is number 11, Nathan Church of El Toro. Still 2-1, East on top. Going to the bottom of the 4th here on liveplaysports.tv. There's a look running into your screen from the Southern Section D1 champions with the catch. Scott Sheehan taking those warm-up tosses from the new pitcher. And he's a good one. We'll wait for the reveal. There he is, number 17, the right-hander, Chandler Champlain of Santa Margarita High, a USC commit. been clocked with an 89 to 91 mile an hour fastball. 6'4" out on that mound. Get a chance to see this big time talent. In the bottom of the 4th. East coming back up to bat. They send up a new batter. Number 15, Stone Schiffman, another El Toro player. Another first team South Coast leaguer. Junior outfielder and left-handed pitcher. Champlain went too far up the ladder there. So he's showing you the repertoire of pitches, but missing high. See if you can get this ball down. Maybe amped up for this game. And there he goes. That's why he's headed to USC. MTA, make the adjustment. 3-1 count. But he does miss inside there and walks the first batter. So Schiffman on first base. And another left-handed hitter. Another El Toro player, Nathan Church, UC Irvine commit. Fouls it off. Checking on Schiffman at first. Ball gets away. Schiffman takes a jog and now is in scoring position. Champlain this season is first at the varsity level, 5-3 record with a 1.33 ERA. 61 strikeouts in 63 innings. Looks like he's getting a break on his pitches, but having trouble locating low in the zone. Challenges with the fastball there. 2-2. Church grounded into a double play his first at bat. Champlain just missing, count is full. Champlain also with a 3.70 grade point average. And a big strikeout right there. There you see that high strikeout ratio. on display. Back to the dugout. Champlain hoping that will lock him in here. Settle down, get into a groove. Gets the DH feigned to swing at a pitch that was a little inside. One count. The West down 2. East at the plate, threatening to score again. With 1 out, runner on second. Looks like the sun just washed over the field a little more. Here's the pitch. Another big strikeout by Champlain. And these hitters are walking back to the dugout after facing Champlain going, man, tough to hit. Number 18, Tyler Ray from Malibu. Strike 1. Now it looks like indeed Champlain has found his footing, getting ahead on the count. 1-2, 2 outs. Already has 2 strikeouts this inning. Checks the runner. Staying alive. At the plate is Ray. Ray fouls off another one. Of course, pitch count not really a concern in this game. All these pitchers know they're going to pitch a very limited amount of time. I would think that allows them to really just unleash their repertoire or repertoire. Where's the repertoire? Something in between. LivePlaySports.tv, brought to you today partially by Sports Academy. Tim Pemprey really helping us out with this event. And a little hop, skip, and a jump by Champlain. I think he thought he had him. That ball fouled right back at our eye level in the booth. Grounder to short. Digging it out at first to get the out. And a really nice adjustment by the shortstop there. He looks like he has been seeing and experiencing that bouncy side of the infield all day. And even though the ball was hit pretty low, he kind of played it back and adjusted his upper body up so he could put his glove about chest high to make the play. I believe that was Otino out there for the West. So a little adjustment to your scoreboard. It's actually 2-1 the East, so a one-run ball game. And Eric Tolman from El Toro will now take the mound as the new pitcher for the East. Left-handed hitter, left-handed pitcher. Try to protect this slimmest of leads. So much has been made, and rightfully so. The fantastic run that El Toro's Jake Jackson went on to lead them to that Southern Section D1 title. But Tolman, who we're about to see pitch right here, actually threw a 2-hit shutout and struck out 7 batters in the game that advanced them to the final. He beat Mater Dei 3-0. And he gets a slow roller to second there, but close enough play for out number 1. That's number 9, Sam Silvera, now at second base for the East from Camarillo High, making the play. And up to bat, number 7 from Thousand Oaks, the DH Ryan Turner. He reached on an air his first time up, fouls it off. Tolman. That ball is fouled. Tolman recently giving a verbal commit to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Has a fastball, of course, and a slider. That game he pitched in the tournament. It's also a school record for the team, their 26th victory of the season. And they made it one more in the championship game, finishing 27-7 and 10-2 in league play. There's a big strikeout. Tolman delivers to the new hitter. Off the catcher's glove to the backstop. Number 5, also from Thousand Oaks, Dylan Kissick, now up to bat. Just kind of waves at that one for strike number 2. Kissick, a sophomore outfielder. Contact there, lifts it to shallow left. For out number 3. So we got to look at Eric Tolman. We'll see if he comes back into the game. But if not, he does his job. East 2, West 1. LivePlaySports.tv's coverage of the Southwest Futures All-Star Series from CSUN, Cal State University, Northridge, Matador Field. In the blue, the royal blue, the East. Back out in the field in the navy is the West. Back out on the mound, power pitcher Chandler Champlain. Junior right-hander we mentioned. Verbal commit to USC and their storied college baseball history. Bottom of the 5th inning now. And the East, number 9, swinging away. Sam Silvera flies out to left. It's number 5 for the West out there, Dylan Kissick. Looks like he's excited that a ball was hit to him. Can get lonely out in the outfield. Infielders have the advantage of turning to their teammate a few feet away. Nice play at third base, long throw off the bag. Hangs onto the ball, but it'll be an infield hit. So really nice piece of fielding by number 7, Ryan Turner. But would have had a tough time anyway getting the out at first. Also Kevin Olmos from Birmingham, just from keeping that ball getting past him. Or for sure, they'd have a runner in scoring position. believe that's Connor Longry at first base with the hit, number 1. Correction, that's Miguel Marin from Chatsworth High who delivered that infield single, a first-team All-West Valley player. Chatsworth lost that City D1 title game to Birmingham. But what a season they had. 29-6, 10-0 in league play. Number 12, William Tamkin of Malibu. What a jump he had this season. As the runner goes to second, and they get him. So Sheehan with a nice play, the caught stealing on Marin to end the inning. Hey folks, if you're watching, as we'll look at this replay first, Sheehan gets the pitch and is up on his feet quickly with plenty of time. Making the tag is Alex Muller. Another angle. That's how you do it. So we get a look at Tolman warming up again. So yes, folks, if you're watching these games today, you can get DVDs of all 4 of these games. If you visit our website, liveplaysports.tv. And if you're coming out to the ballpark tomorrow, you can get DVDs of the games today. Walk away with them in your hand. And that's the coverage you're seeing on your screen. Our talented camera crew who we saw dancing in game number 1. We have not seen them dance in game number 2, even though the crowd has been chanting for it. See if we can get them going again. In the Brad and Mike dance-off. We had a 3-hour break from the first game. My suggestion was doing a split-screen dance-off of both of them. Back up the middle, base hit, number 6 for the West. Jacob Wilson of Thousand Oaks. Leadoff man on base. Sometimes you just go right back up the middle. You can make a living off that. As he splits the 3 position players. Lefty versus lefty. Tolman still on the mound. Number 1, Connor Longry of Santa Margarita at the plate. Longry taking a shot on the head. It's more of an off-speed pitch, so he'll be okay. Runners on first and second. You just see this one get away from Tolman. Probably a pitch he ideally wanted to throw a bit lower and break in. Near the wrist area, just Didn't get the release point he wanted. And the bunt, the first one we've seen today. Charging from third. Ball gets away, and coming home to score is one runner. And the West tie this one up 2-2. So the bunt does the trick. Nobody was expecting that. Matthew Attino, a Fresno State commit from Thousand Oaks High. Look at that bunt. Charging in from third. Attino at the plate. Hit .241 this season after .292 last year. Top of the 6th inning, scheduled 9-inning game. And another play by the third baseman. He does smother it over to first, gets the out. Number 9, Sam Silvera at the hot corner for the East. That ball into the backstop. Another runner will come home to score to give the lead to the West team. 3-2. So in both these games, we have seen so many balls get away from the catcher, whether it's a wild pitch or a pass ball. And unearned runs are the story of the day. Not a lot of big hits. And I was saying earlier, I think you got to chalk that up to familiarity, partially at least, between these pitchers and catchers who do not play on the same high school team per se, but trying to get on the same page here today with the communication. Number 9, Alex Muller at the plate, runner on third. He pops it up, looks like it's playable, running over from second base, sliding, but can't hang on to it. Solid effort by the second baseman. Take a look at this. Had a lot of real estate to cover. Eventually he will run past his first baseman right there, but could not hang on. Tough play to make. That was number 2 from Chaminade. Cole Reben spies with the spirited effort. Number 9 at the plate as well, drawing a walk, Alex Muller. And now there are dancers at the corners for the Navy. And Calvin Koo with a chance to get it done right here. 1 out. West overtaking the East this inning, 3-2 lead. We're in Northridge, California, the CSUN campus. Quick throw to first, but getting back in there safely. 71 degrees. The wind is 10 miles per hour. Not much. Throw down to second. Beautiful throw for the out. But they sacrificed the run. The run scores on this play, folks. So yes, he gets the runner at second. But the West take a 4-2 lead on that. You trade that out for that run any day. So now bases are clear for Koo with 2 outs. Jams him up, but holds off. Or maybe he tipped that ball. 0-2 count, so he must have made contact. Tolman scuffling here. But he gets the easy grounder back to his self for the 3rd out of the inning. So the West all of a sudden with a 2-run lead, 4-2. So we head to the bottom of the 6th from Northridge. There you see Tolman making the play. And his body language was kind of glad to get out of this one. And here we go, dancing Brad, the cameraman. Similar moves to last game. Did not see the double handshake in the air. A little bit of a twist, okay. Looks like he's placing himself more center under the umbrella. Okay. Mixing up hand motions, I like that. And really finishing with a flourish, almost like he was fist bumping 2 people passing by him. Oh, he's not done. That was just the first. Here he goes, Brad. Okay, working a little hip hop, it looks like. A little upper shoulder shuffle. Going side to side. Brad, a lot of angles. I like it. Will Mike answer? Here's Mike. Starting subtle, but now taking place, getting into more visibility. Really going with the hands and the elbows. Joy in the face, but I hate to say it, Brad 2, Mike 0. Mike's not going to like to hear that. Mike more of a less is more dancer. But I say, more is more. Congrats, Brad. You're the champ. Okay, back to baseball. Number 17 on the mound in the Navy. Champlain still out there. Back up the middle for a nice base hit. That's Gabriel Baldovino from Camarillo High School. Quality hit off a quality pitcher. Baldovino made a nice adjustment, really mid at bat as the pitch was delivered. He was kind of, I think, guessing the ball was going to get there a little quicker, and he kind of stopped his hitting motion, but was still so compact that he was able to just stay balanced, get the good part of the bat on the ball, and a single up the middle. I mean, you're looking at it in slow motion. That's a very quick decision you have to make when that ball's coming at you 80, 90 miles an hour. There's the breaking ball. Champlain 2-0 to the batter. Missing low, make it 3-0. Number 13, Pearson Ohl. We saw him on the mound. But remind you, once again, he is a .356 hitter at the plate. Has a home run this season. 17 RBIs, sliding back into first safely is Baldovino. Big upright stance by Ohl. And he'll take the walk. So first and second, nobody out. East trying to rally. Number 5, Kai Tinker. Already has an RBI double to his credit. From Grace Brethren High. Strike. Grace Brethren, located in Simi Valley. And down he goes, Champlain with another strikeout. And here comes second team All-Mission League player Cole Rebenspies from Chaminade. Saw that effort he made, nearly sliding to make that play from second base out in the field. Ball gets away again, once again. We've seen that all day long. That and the high bounces at short and third. Really the elements you have to deal with in this game, on this field, on this weekend. Runners now at second and third, one out. Got to say to yourself, if you're the East, we've got to get at least one run here. Don't want to waste this opportunity. Got a left-handed hitter, can pull the ball to the right side. There's a nice big hole between the second baseman and first baseman. Rebenspies also maybe the speediest player, or one of them, on the field. Wonder about a bunt here, but it looks like he's going to swing away. And now he's got a 3-0 count. Big cut on 3-0. Make it 3-1. Chaminade. School is in West Hills. And Rebenspies, that should be enough to get the runner to tag up from third. And it is, so they get that one run. As number 9, Sam Silvera, scores to cut into this lead. Make it 4-3. And it looks like they'll see how much longer Champlain will go. And they give him their trust. He'll stay on the mound. Eric Tolman at the plate would love to tie this one up, take himself off the hook for the loss, which I believe he's in line for right now after those unearned runs last inning allowed the West to come back and take a lead, 4-3. Real quality at bat by SWFASS, lifting that ball to center to bring the run home. Big cut by Tolman there. He wanted that one. See the ET, El Toro baseball helmet. Conveniently matching these all-star uniforms. Runner goes, and he is going to be easily into third. By the time the ball hit home plate, he was about 98% of the way there. Champlain versus Tolman. Here's the pitch, and he rips the ball, but a nice play by the first baseman. Race to the bag for out number 3. So Kevin Olmos from Birmingham, the city section champions, playing one off that bouncy infield we've seen. We saw on the left side, looks like the right side too, as he got low, but then the ball takes that hop up, gets that glove towards his face, and with the runner on third, that's a sure run coming home if he doesn't make that play. And allowing the West to cling to that 1-run lead, 4-3, as the East do get one back. Also want to mention Amateur Baseball Development Group, Inc., helping us make this broadcast possible today, a non-profit foundation improving youth baseball. You're watching LivePlaySports.tv. We've got a new pitcher on the mound in the royal blue. Player we've already seen in the field today, number 3, Gabriel Baldovino of Camarillo. Son of number 12, Kevin Olmos, after making that fantastic play in the field to end the inning, gets a chance to hit here, but jammed up on the high inside pitch by Baldovino. Outside for ball 2. Count is even. Nobody out. In the navy blue, you see at the plate the West. In the field is the East squad. Big strikeout by Baldovino on his first batter of the afternoon. That brings up the right-handed hitter, number 2. Also from Birmingham High, John Tincher. Two-0 count. Baldovino delivers. Swinging at the high pitch and backpedaling to make the play for the East is Cole Rebenspies, who's shifted over from second base to shortstop. That'll bring up number 7, Thousand Oaks High's Ryan Turner. Take a look at the replay. So Rebenspies, after the sac fly RBI last inning, helping cut the deficit to 1, shifts from second to short. And the Harvard Westlake player makes the grab. Baldovino. Late swing by Turner. Grounded to first. Unassisted play made by William Tampkin of Malibu for out number 3. Take a look at the replay. Tampkin to his right. Does a bit of a 180. Plenty of time to get the runner at first. Still West 4, East 3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. This is not the final frame. We are playing 9 innings today. And out on the mound for the West is a new pitcher, a left-hander. Looks like Jake Somm from St. Bonaventure High, a sophomore this past season. And I wonder if the way he's taking these warm-up tosses. No, that was just an anomaly. Before that, he did kind of almost like a run towards home plate and then threw from the shallow part of the mound. But it looks like he'll stay on the top of the hill. Also one of our sponsors today, J-Dub. They make high-quality hats, bats, bags, and backpacks, providing the hats. Get a good look today at the hats on the new pitcher. There you go. Looking sharp. And speaking of sponsors of this event, gentlemen who really helped us be involved today. I'm joined in the booth now by Tim Penpraise. Hello, Tim.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing? How do you like the event so far?
Oh, it's going great. It's exciting to have all these guys out here today.
And what year are you in here?
This is year, I believe, 10. 10 for the Southwest Future All-Star Series. It's really evolved into a great event. So we're really thankful for all of our sponsors here today, for all these guys coming out, for the high school coaches who nominate them, for the college coaches and scouts that are here, and for you guys for being here, doing a great job, and letting everybody at home see it.
Well, yeah, thank you. What would you say is the main purpose of these players getting showcased here? What is it, more players that have not maybe gotten to be seen by scouts yet, and this gives them a bit of a showcase in one weekend to show what they have out there?
Yeah, I think it's different for every guy. I think some guys get a chance to kind of show what they have against some upper level talent. Some good hitters get to face some good pitchers, and vice versa. So, you know, I think some guys are out here getting a good look that they don't always get. And some guys to the college coaches, some guys to the scouts. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's a great weekend of baseball and a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've already seen a couple of USC commits out there today. I believe last year Royce Lewis played in this event.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know who that is, probably going to go in the first round on Monday in the Major League Draft. J. Sarah Catholic shortstop, Gatorade State Player of the Year, 3-time Trinity League Player of the Year.
Yeah, phenomenal baseball player. It was great to see him out here last year. And yeah, it's going to be interesting on the 12th to see where he goes.
As Som looks in, lefty versus lefty matchup. The batter, number 15, Stone Schiffman from El Toro. El Toro, the CIF Southern Section Division I champions this year.
Yeah, the El Toro's got 3 guys out here today that are all phenomenal baseball players. That's a great pitch right there. So that's a tough pitch to hit. Som on the mound had a phenomenal year also. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think I saw a tweet from one of the local high school sports writers there saying that the toughest thing to do in all of California high school sports is to win that CIF Southern Section Division I tournament, just because the talent is so stacked. So on any given day, you might have a guy on the mound who is a major league prospect, but the other team might have a guy who is another major league prospect, or at least a D1 prospect. And if he's got a better day than that guy, you might lose 1-0.
Yeah, it's incredibly tough because it comes down. It's one game at a time. I mean, you might even have a guy that's a middle of the road pitcher and has a great game, and locates well, and he beats a guy that's even a first rounder, a high level Division I guy. So I think it's the hardest tournament to win in high school sports. So it's really a great achievement for these guys, and I had a chance to talk to them a little bit earlier today, and they're still really pumped about it. So, and they should be.
Yeah, and it's single elimination, which also makes it doubly hard.
Yep, 7 innings.
First look at Som. That ball driven to left will drop fair for a base hit.
Sam Silvera from Camarillo, nice hit there.
Have you seen a lot of Sam Silvera, or just?
Yeah, I've seen Sam play a few times. He's a good little ball player, middle infielder, real athletic. Just puts the barrel on the ball there and gets it to drop.
One of the things I've noticed all day, it almost seems we've seen a lot of high grounders that taken quite a bounce off this infield on the left side, and then even last inning, first base, we've seen the fielders get low, but then last second having to put that glove up toward their face.
Yeah, it happens.
I don't know if it's the conditions or the weather.
No,
It's a bit cold.
it's just baseball. Once in a while it happens. Some games it happens more than others, but the infielders have been doing a really good job, even though they've seen a couple of those on staying down on these balls.
And quality pitching, not a lot of balls driven deep into the outfield in either of these games.
Yeah, and it's a wood bat event also, so these guys play with metal bats all year, a little bit more forgiving. And in this event, the wood bats, the pitchers can be a little bit more aggressive, really attack the zone a little bit more, and the hitters have to barrel up to really hit one a long way. So we've had a few balls hit pretty hard today, but you really have to square it up to be able to do something here.
Up to bat now for the East, number 1, Miguel Marin from Chatsworth. East down 1, runner on first. Som checks him. Bottom of the 7th. I already saw and talked to a couple of scouts out in the stands today, so these players definitely getting a chance to be seen by some big-time eyes.
Yeah, we've got some pro guys here, some high-level college guys. I've gotten some emails about some even Midwest and East Coast schools that they've been watching the broadcast. So they're definitely getting some eyes on them today.
And just missing low on the outside corner. Runners now on first and second with 1 out. And Sam will talk to his catcher. Number 13, Pearson O. Quite a great two-way season on the mound and at the plate for Grace Brethren.
Grace Brethren had a great year this year also. They ended up losing in the championship game of the Division IV finals in extra innings. I know Pearson was a big part of that.
Yeah, I believe he pitched 7 innings in that game. And then, yeah, they just lost it in extra innings. What do you see from Sam here? Looks like he has more of a low, compact stance before he pitches compared to other pitchers.
Yeah, he does. That's his style. So he's in a little bit of a jam here, but we'll see what he does. This is one of those situations in a game like this where, you know, it is wood bat, and you're playing against some good players that you're caught between attacking the zone because, you know, it's a little bit harder with the wood bat, but also we're facing some good hitters, so you don't really want to make too big of a mistake.
As Ole fouls it off, evening the count at 2-2. Silvera still on second. Pulls that one foul down in the third base area.
You know, I also want to thank all the coaches for this event. You know, they do a great job getting these players and making sure everybody gets playing time and getting the situations they need to get in to be able to seen by some of these coaches. So we got Jimmy Walker coaching third base over here for the East team. We got Jack Wilson from T.O. High School, former big leaguer for the West team. So I really appreciate everything they're doing.
Yeah, as down on strikes goes Pearson Ole. I mean, I think it just follows down the ladder in this region that so many of the coaches have such great baseball experience as well as players, whether it's college or pro. And that'll bring up number 10 for the East. Cole Kitchen.
Pulls it well.
And getting a beat on it and running it down is the center fielder for the West. And that ends the threat as the West hangs on to this 4-3 lead.
Yeah, real nice catch there by Connor Longree.
Santa Margarita High School. Tracking it down. It's another angle. Or not. Here's a scoreboard. West 4, East 3. From Matador Field on the campus of CSUN. Great facility here to have this event as well.
Phenomenal facility. We're really appreciative to CSUN, their coaching staff, and everybody that's really been so welcoming here. It's the second year we've done it at this ballpark, and man, we couldn't be more pleased with what we have going on here. So. The facilities are amazing, the people are amazing, the coaching staff's amazing, so we really appreciate everything they're doing for us.
Looks like we've got UC Irvine commit Nathan Church from El Toro warming up on the mound. Now, is this a player you've seen before as well?
You know, I haven't seen Nathan throw before, so I'm excited to see this.
Looks like he's got some of the best hair we've seen on the field today. I always like that look of
without a doubt,
the poof coming out the back. Nathan Church always looks better on a baseball card when players got hair. Church, the left-hander, facing number 5, Dylan Kissick of Thousand Oaks.
Seen Dylan play a little bit. Got some speed. Puts the ball in play.
And it's popped up towards second base. Making the grab is Sam Silvera. Nathan Church listed at 5'11". Also plays the outfield. Now stepping into the batter's box, number 6, Jacob Wilson, another Thousand Oaks player. I think I've already seen a curve from Church as that one. He loses his hat, and a nice play in the outfield by the center fielder for the East. Number 21.
Jaden Fine.
Jaden Fine indeed from Royal High and the Royal Blue. See the replay? So Church's hair might have factored into losing his hat, but making the grab on the slide of one knee and popping right back up with a nice play, Jaden Fine. Fine, a verbal commit to San Diego State. And now we've got left-handed hitter
Connor Longley with the end of the inning last with the nice grab. Now he gets to the plate.
Well, that ball broke inside. Nathan Church with 2 outs, trying to do his job in relief. And he loses his hat for the second time, and he'll trade hat for out.
He just likes showing off his hair.
I think that's what it is. Maybe he has got an earpiece up to the booth and said, oh, I'll show you guys. Still the West 4, East 3. So we are going to see this replay once again on close-up. A nice shot of the red locks of Nathan Church of El Toro, the Southern Section Division I champions. Back out in the field is the West, and they've got a new pitcher too. Oh no, they don't. It's still Jake Somm from St. Bonaventure. Somm, only a sophomore. Have you already seen, in your time involved in the event, major leaps over time when these players come in as sophomores, and by the time they're seniors, they've exceeded expectations tremendously?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, a lot of these guys, you know, they're in their prime. So as they grow and develop year by year, 12 months is a long time in the lives of these guys. So being able to track some of these guys, you know, this started it really as a junior event, and over the years it's kind of evolved into a sophomore junior event. We even have a couple of freshmen this year. The starting pitcher today, Josh Swales, was actually a freshman. So yeah, it's really neat to be able to see them over time, year after year, and really evolve in their game.
Yeah, just from covering games all year at the different schools we've gone to, that's one of the things I've been most impressed with. Players that are freshmen on varsity squads being thrown in really clutch situations, whether it's tournaments or league play or even the playoffs, as starting pitchers and delivering.
Yeah.
Usually more times than not.
Yeah, it takes a special mindset, special player to be able to do that. And You know, I think a lot of times, I think failure is a big part of this game, and being able to deal with that is huge. And if you come out here as a freshman and success or failure are able to produce, then it's really something that helps these guys evolve into a better player.
Isn't that something that's also part of the program over at Sports Academy, which you're also involved with?
Yeah, we have a full mindset development department over at Sports Academy. So on top of what they do there with the peripheral vision training and reaction time training, we have full sports psychologists that kind of just help our players with techniques on how to deal with some of those situations, how to deal with failure, how to recover from that mentally. Because all these guys, you get to a certain level, everybody can do it physically, and then it just comes down to the mental side. So yeah, so it's a big part of what we do in our full training programs for our baseball players is send them up to mindset development, and it really sets guys apart.
As Sam makes quick work of Michael Oddman of Calabasas with a strikeout. Protecting that West lead in the bottom of the 8th. Now he will face number 11, Nathan Church. I don't think Church maybe likes hitting as much as pitching because the batting helmet covers more of his hair.
He was taking some good hacks in BP today. He was hitting the ball real hard. So this is a good matchup.
Lefty versus lefty, pitcher versus pitcher.
I do like the old school one batting glove though.
Ooh, good detail. Didn't notice that.
I was talking to Jack Wilson earlier, and he said this reminded him of a young Jay Gibbons with the one batting glove and the red hair.
Wow, as he strikes out back-to-back hitters. When you played, were you a one batting glove guy?
I was a no batting glove guy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See the replay. Church. He knew it right away.
A good pitch.
So up steps Jaden Fine.
Jaden's actually a guy I've had a real opportunity to really get to know really well over the years. He actually takes advantage of our services at Sports Academy pretty often. 4 days a week, and he's really made a commitment to his game in this past season. Former USA Baseball team guy, and really just working hard to try to get to the next level.
Takes a cut there, but fouls it out of play. As the sun has finally escaped the field, cooling off here at CSUN. Getting the outside, 1-1, make the count 2-2. Fouls off another one. But playable, possibly no, drops. So I think that's a matter of pitcher and first baseman not knowing who is going to pursue harder, and the ball just drops into play. So getting another chance will be Fane.
It's tough as a pitcher to make a pitch like that and have to throw another one to a good hitter.
And Fane staying alive in the batter's box on this 2-strike count. 2 outs. Down 1 run. Som delivers. So Fane looks like ahead of the pitch that time. Trying to adjust after fouling off a couple. Saw him with that compact delivery. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout to end the inning. So he strikes out the side. Still the West 4, the East 3. So we go to the top of the 9th inning. Here's your replay.
Got to buy him. Saw him sitting 85, 87 the last couple innings. Been throwing real well.
Looks like Stone Schiffman warming up for the East. Another El Toro player, first team South Coast Leaguer. So we're get a good look at the stands as we head to the top of the 9th inning on liveplaysports.tv. And Schiffman, the junior, awaits the batter.
A little delay.
Maybe
Getting his catching gear off.
Oh, that's right. It's Sheehan. Swinging right away and missing. Fouls it off. Schiffman getting that outside corner for the strikeout. That'll bring up number 13, Matthew Attino. And a solid base hit past the shortstop.
Sitting first pitch fastball on that one.
That's been a progression over time. I feel like there's so many more first pitch hitters now than there were, say, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
A lot of analytics involved in that.
Yeah, there really is. It's just when you look at the probabilities, if you get that first pitch fastball to hit, you really gotta go for it. And, you know, pitchers want to get ahead, so they really try to put it in there.
Number 9, Alex Muller pops out to first for the second out of the inning. So the runner stays as the West would love to tack on to this lead with the East awaiting their turn, which what would be the second walk-off victory of the day if they could pull it off. Off-speed pitch, number 11, Calvin Koo of Harvard Westlake in the batter's box. That's a program with a rich history, Harvard Westlake.
Yeah, it sure is. Seen a lot of great players coming out of Harvard Westlake. I think we're going to see many more. You got a great coaching staff over there, and really a great history of winning.
So cool, as you saw in the dugout at 6:01 p.m., trying to bring that runner home from first to a slim 1-run lead, West over the East. Stone Schiffman on the mound from El Toro. Brought in relief just this inning. Gets cooed away the one, charging from third, but unable to handle it was SWFASS, who's been all over the infield. I believe he's played second, short, and third this afternoon. And now there's runners on first and second with 2 outs for number 12, Kevin Olmos of Birmingham. Sophomore switch hitter, batting right in this situation. Pops it up way out towards the parking lot, and it does hit a car. I think the first foul ball of the afternoon in the earlier game hit my car. I moved it about half a block down. Grounder to third, this time handled by SWFASS, throws across the diamond for out number 3. So the East coming to bat in the bottom of the ninth, down 4-3. Can they make it happen and walk out of here with a win this afternoon to match the North versus South game from earlier? We'll see who takes the mound. Anything we can look forward to tomorrow that other than just some good baseball again?
Just some good baseball. I mean, that's what we're out here for. More good arms, good bats, and hopefully some more good baseball games. First one ended on a walk-off. This one could be the same. Either way, it's going to be a 1-run ball game.
It's number 15, Albert Garcia from Birmingham. So the West squad will call upon a freshman as well to see if he can seal the victory.
Birmingham, another CIF champion this year, so I'm sure he's no stranger to pressure.
He's joined by 2 teammates on this team, John Tincher and Kevin Olmos. We've seen them already. Close-up of Garcia.
I think one of the most interesting things we've seen out of the 2 freshmen today, both him and Swales, who started the game, is just their composure. For a freshman to begin a game like this, facing these hitters and in this situation, they've just been very composed.
Yeah, I was able to see almost like the evolution of a player this year. We covered so many games for Notre Dame and Sherman Oaks, and they have a freshman pitcher, Lucas Gordon. He had a fantastic season, and it was like right away in the beginning of the season, Coach Tom Dill threw him out there in tournament play to pitch some of the biggest games, and he kept just meeting every challenge over and over. And almost like it carried over to the plate because he became a better hitter as the season went along too. It's just confidence.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to see them face, actually to see him throw against Patrick Collins, who actually started the game for the East team early this year. And, you know, both of them were phenomenal. But yeah, the Lucas Gordon's composure and just the way he goes about his craft is really impressive. You're going to see some pretty big things from that kid.
Yeah, the Mission League so competitive. Collins, the Mission League Pitcher of the Year from Chaminade. We did get a chance to see him.
Yeah, he threw great. He threw great in that game that I saw him earlier in the year against Notre Dame. He threw great today. Yeah, and I think he's going to get some real good looks.
Nice pitch by Garcia for the big strikeout. As he sets down the first batter for the East, Tyler Ray. So 1 out. Valdivino at the plate swinging. Strike one. On deck is Pearson Ole. Grounder to short, playing it on one hop. Goes to first for the out. Alex Muller making the play in the field for the West. Looks like he's gotten familiar with this field today as you see him field this ball cleanly. For out number 2. So possibly the last hope here, Pearson Ole. Jams him up, fouls one off the bat.
Pearson, a high academic guy. 3.9 GPA. You know, I know there's a big part of what we do these days is student athletes. So I think there's you know, probably 10 or so guys on the field that have over 4.0 GPAs. I know Tyler Ray that just got out. I think he's a 4.6. So you know, it's really important that people know how important the GPAs in it is, and that these kids get recognized for that.
Yeah, we were talking about Cade Critch earlier. He had a 4.80 from Westlake High in the first game. That one fouled. I always forget there's a net between us. Looks like it's coming toward us.
Should get your glove on.
I'm retired, long retired. Garcia missing high. Full count. On deck, hoping he gets a chance, is Kai Tinker, I'm sorry. And a big rip by Pearson Ole, but that ball foul. Full count. Ole trying to protect the plate. Fouls off another one. And they will, looks like, replace the baseball. Ole doing his best to stay alive in the count. Swing and a miss. Albert Garcia delivers in relief for the West squad, a 4-3 victory after seeing another one-run ball game earlier in the day. So highly competitive baseball we've seen. Players from all over the area. Wrapping up the first day of the Southwest Futures All-Star Series from Cal State Northridge at Matador Field. I want to thank our sponsors like J-Dub of high-quality hats, bats, and bags and backpacks, providing the hats today. Field Level, the Recruiting Network, Marucci, one of the leading bat and apparel companies, providing the wood bats of this wood bat event, and Sports Academy, a full training campus in Thousand Oaks, covering every aspect of every sport. Tim, thanks for joining us today, offering your color commentary, certainly.
Yeah, thanks for having us out.
And we'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. again. It'll
See?
be the West versus the North at 11, and at 4 o'clock, the South versus the East. I'll be here. You'll be here, right?
I'll be here. I'll be here. BP's even televised. So BP starts at 11 o'clock. So
That's right. We'll be live streaming that.
a couple guys put on a show early today. So it'll be fun to watch.
So tune in early if you want to catch that on liveplaysports.tv. But that'll wrap us up for today. I'm Patrick O'Sullivan. Thanks for watching the Southwest Future All-Star Series from CSUN.